what I want to say to you is that my photography that you're going to see over the next 6 sessions might be at times a little bit Marmite. Okay, you might like it and you might not. And I'm really not that worried. If you don't like it, don't worry. Someone else will be absolutely loving it. And that's the way that I've decided to look at my photography. I never go out without an idea because I just don't see the point of pressing the button, because I don't like disappointment. And if I photograph something and if you go out with no plan, you don't know what you're going to photograph. You get there, you think you're grumpy about not knowing what to photograph. You photograph loads of stuff, come back, look at it, and it's all rubbish. And in my world, it can, because I've just decided that my world is going to be what I want it to be, because I don't work for anybody apart from myself, so I'll do what I want. Always have a plan B. I learned that because I can't be bothered with disappointment. Well, not when you work for yourself. You can't do disappointment. It's just not, but I just don't have enough time left to have disappointment in my life. So always have a plan B. No, that's right. I can make them look absolutely real if you want, but I really don't want to do that because I'm really not trying to make my images look real. If someone says that looks like a real image, I failed. Most of my photography is done drinking tea, just like here drinking tea. I don't actually do a lot with the camera. It's mainly thinking. That's what I do. I'd rather go somewhere, look through the viewfinder and know exactly what the print's going to look like. So I quite often have to come over and print 4 or 5 prints. And my target market is a downstairs toilet. It really is. And the reason for that is everybody uses it and it's personal time. You can spend as much time looking at the picture as you want. Please, if you buy one of these, don't put it in the spare room. It'll never get seen. So that's what I like. And never have to stick with reality. We all like photographing bluebells, but there's a massive disappointment with them. When you think you've got a great big carpet of bluebells, all of a sudden, when you get it back home on the computer, there's never as many as what you thought, and the blue really blocks out. So my take is I always change my bluebells to pinkbells, hue and saturation, and then just capture the blue channel and then just move the hue of it into pink, and it unblocks the color. Now, actually, I'm not a photographer, I'm an artist. I just happen to use a camera.